Hello, my dear KVS, NVS, PGT physics students. So, in this video, I'm going to discuss 2023 KVS exam paper. This video also helpful for ERMS exam students who are preparing for PGT physics. So, let's discuss some of the important questions in this video, and I'll try to bring more and more videos within a regular interval. Okay. So first question is energy E, velocity V, force F is taken as fundamental quantities, then dimension of mass. So as we know, Einstein mass energy relationship E equal to mc square, where c is speed of light, or we can say velocity of light. So it is one type of speed or velocity. So velocity we can take as fundamental quantity. So from here m c square c square. So as E is fundamental quantity, so energy E, in place of C I just put V square. So if I write, it will become E V, when it will go to numerator it will become V minus 2. So this is the equation, and it is in question number 3. And for Hindi students, the question is same written is here. Okay. So next question we are going to discuss. So next question is, so the number of significant figures in 6.00023. So actually all zeros are significant is between two non-zero digits. So as these three zeros lies between two non-zero digits, so we can take all the numbers, all the digits are significant digits. So total number of digits present here is 32516. So I can say the answer is option 3 is 6. So we'll go to next question. So our next question is, so it is slightly okay. So this is our next question, which is showing that a viscous liquid of density rho is flowing in a tube of radius r with a speed v. So he's asking that Reynolds number r is given by this one, kx rho rv. So where x is, we have to find what is x. So if you remember, so the Reynolds numbers definition, so it is actually written in the form of, so Reynolds numbers is written in the form r equal to rho dv by eta. Okay, where d is the diameter of the tube. So if we write it in the form of radius, so it will become rho r v, where d diameter, then radius will become, so radius will become diameter is 2r. So 2r. So I just write here 2r by eta. So if we compare with this, so actually I think it is written in the wrong way. So if we compare, so here rho is given, r is given, v is given. So rho r v, where is density, radius and velocity. So one is x, let this is one constant, so left it out. So x will become, this one is eta, which indicates that viscosity or coefficient of viscosity. Okay. So the next question. So our question number 4 is this one. A point object is moving with uniform speed v in a circle of radius r. If a and b the frequency of its motion, the acceleration of the object is given by. So as we know, when an object is moving in a circular path, so acceleration is given as, or its formula is omega square r. Okay, omega is its angular velocity. So angular velocity or omega we can write in the form of frequency. It is 2 pi n. So here n is the frequency. Okay, so we just put here. So it will become, its velocity will become, so square means I can write directly 4 pi square n square r. So which is matching with option 3. So answer is so question number 4. Answer is option 3. So next question. So next question is, so question is saying that the position x in meter of four objects A, B, C, D are given as uh, following equation where time t is in second. So we have to find which is uniform speed. So uniform speed means it indicates that if object is moving with uniform speed, it means its acceleration will become zero. So which is acceleration is known as dv by dt, or we can say change in velocity. So as speed is uniform, so change in speed is zero, so acceleration will become zero. So if we write in acceleration in the form of or displacement, so we can write it as a equal to d square x by dt square. So which is double derivative. So a here indicates that double derivative of time period. So if we look at the question, so here t is repeat once. So t is repeated once. So when we take its second order derivative, so here acceleration will become zero. But here will not become zero. Oh, here is not become zero because it is tq. So it is t square. It will be there. T will be there in the a form. But when we calculate this one, after the first uh, order derivative, it will become only 2, d, where velocity will become 2 and a will become 0 because v will become constant. Okay, so we'll go to the next question. So question number 6. Okay, so next question is, okay, where question is given as the average velocity of an object t is given by v is given by uh, where uh, velocity is given by v equal to 5 into 0 plus 0.5 t square. The average acceleration of an object during t equal to 1 second to t equal to 4 second is given by. So the average acceleration formula will become a average. So it will become v2, or we can say change in velocity by change in time t2 minus t1. So we have to find the velocity at uh, when object at 1 t equal to 1 second, and also velocity at when t is equal to 4 second. So first we just find v1. So at let t equal to 1 second, so if we put in this equation, it will become 5 plus 0.5 into 1 square, so which is 5 into plus 0.5, so which is 5.5. So 5.5 meter per second. And if you calculate v2, so v2 will become 5 plus 0.5 into, so t is here 4, so 4 square is directly I can write 16. So it will become 5 plus 16. If you multiply this one, it will become 8. So it will become 13. So if we will put now in the equation of average acceleration, it will become 13 minus 3.5 divided by 4 minus 1, which is time period difference. So if will, sorry, this one is 5.5. So here it is 5.5. So 5.5. So the answer will become 7.5 divided by 3. If we calculate here, it will become 2.5 meter per second square. So which is option 2. Okay. Question number 6, which is option is 2. So we'll go to the next question. So question number 7, it indicates that, so here question is given that two vector is given as a vector equal to 3 I cap plus j cap and B vector equal to given by this one. So I plus J are unit vector along X and Y axis. So question is asking find the angle between A and B vector. Okay, so we have to find the angle between two vectors. So as we know, if we will find dot product, so it will become A dot B will become written as A mod B mod cos theta. So from here cos theta formula will become A vector dot B vector divided by A vector mod into B vector mod. So now we will put the values. So A dot B will become, it will be 3.1, so which is 3 plus 1 into 3, which is also become 3 divided by, if we will calculate its mod, A vector mod, it will become 3 square plus 1 square root over. So it will be 9 plus 1, which is 10 root over. So similarly, for this one mod, it will become 1 square plus 3 square root over. So which is also root over of 10. So you will put here root 10 into root 10. So its value will become 6 by 10. So which is 3 by 5. So cos theta. So theta will become cos inverse 3 by 5. So this will answer, which is in option 2. So question number 2. So we'll forward to next question. Question number 8. Question number 8 is given by, so okay, this one is your question. So question number 8 is given by a small ball of uh, a small ball is projected from 0 0 in xy plane at t equal to 0 second. Its velocity v in meter per second at t equal to 2.0 second is, this one is given. Velocity in x and y axis it is given, and the time of flight of the ball is asking. So time of flight is asking. If you remember, time of flight in the formula projectile motion t will become, its formula will become 2 uy, velocity in y direction, okay, or we can say in y axis divided by g. This will become its formula. So now its final velocity, or we can say after 2 seconds its velocity is given this one. So we just apply the formula like v. If we take y axis, so it will become vy equal to uy plus at. So as the object is moving upward, so here acceleration will become minus g because it is going against the gravity. So now we have to find this uy value. So now uy, sorry, vy equal to uy minus gt. So that implies uy will become vy plus gt. Okay, here vy will become 10. So the velocity whose component in y axis is 10. So we will put here 10. 10 plus g value is given to take 10. 10 into time is after 2 seconds. So you will just put 2. So it will become 20 plus 2, 30. So now we'll put here in the formula 2 into 30 divided by g is 10. So 1010 get cancelled. 2 3 is 6 seconds. So answer is 6 seconds, which is option 3. Okay, so we'll move forward to our next question. So next question is question number 9. So which is, so question also written in the Hindi in the lower. So you just read if you require. Okay, so we'll move to the next question. So next question is, okay, so this is our next question, where the question is saying Rasmi is cycling on a level circular road of radius 12.5 meter. The coefficient of static friction, the coefficient of static friction is between tires and road is 0.2, and the maximum speed with which she can cycle without slipping is. So basically this concept is bending of road. So bending of road concept, where we know the direct formula, the velocity, the maximum velocity formula v max. So formula will become, directly I am writing the formula, it's coefficient of uh, static friction mu into g. G is our gravitational acceleration and the radius of the circular motion path. So it will become this one is given as 0.2. So we just take it as 10 because it is given g value. We just take 10 and it is uh, r is 12.5. So 12.5 take root over. So if we calculate, so it will become like 150, it will become 250, so 0.1, so it is 25. So 25, which is 5 meter per second. So which is option 3. Okay. So we'll move to the next question. So question number 10. Question number 10. Okay, this one. So this is our question. Question number 10. The question is asking a boy mass 55 kg stands on a weighting scale in a lift which is moving downward with a uniform. It is by mistakenly it is written uniform. Okay, so uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. The reading on weighting scale will be. So actually the object when the lifts move downward, the reading scale when the lift moving downward, the reading scale is less than actual weight. What I'll say that reading is actually less than the actual weight. So for this one, I can say that the object is moving downward. So downward means with the velocity or with the force mg minus its normal force. If we, because the when the lift will moving towards down, the force acting on its towards down is mg, and the normal force acting towards up, and as it is moving downward, it has some velocity a. So which is become mg minus n. The normal force is upward minus n equal to ma. So we have to find the value of n. So we just take n that side. So n will become mg minus ma. So I can say m equal to g minus m. So now put the values. So it is will become n is our actually the question is asking to find n, which is our reading scale. So 55 whole into it will become 10 minus 4. So it will become like 55 into 6, which is 330 Newton. So it is actually we can say it is one type of force. So F is this type of force. So actually the answer is given in find mass. So if I find in mass, so as it is found in Newton, so I can say mass will become like 330 divided by its acceleration g. So which is 330 divided by 10. Its acceleration due to gravity is 10. So it is 33 kg. So 33 kg, which is option 2. Okay. So we'll move to the next question. So question number 11. So question number 11 is saying, so, so it is in the Hindi form in the downward. So you just read it by pausing the video. So we'll next to the go to the next question, which is saying that two forces F1 and F2 given by F1 is 20 Newton in I cap direction, means x-axis direction, and F2 is 15 Newton, which is in z direction or a y-axis direction, j cap, are simultaneously on an object of mass 10 kg, where I and j are unit vector along x and y axis respectively. The acceleration of the object has a magnitude dash and it makes an angle dash. So we have to find the actual force acting on the object. So as let this is on our object, one force is acting in the x-axis, which is F1. So another force is acting on the object. So our direction will be in the towards the object. Okay, and another force is acting towards this object. So towards this one. So it will become F2. So if it's better, I'll take its positive direction. So it is given positive. So I can say that the first force is acting in this direction F1. So as the force I1 and J1, so angle between them theta equal to become 90 degree. So F net or F net force I can say directly F1 square plus F2 square root over. Okay. So I can just put its value. It will become like 20 square plus it's only take its values, not direction. So 20 square plus 15 square, which is 400 plus. So this one will become if you calculate it is will be 225 square, which is 625 square, 625 root over, which is 25. So force is, I can say, mm, the force here acting on the object is uh, 25 Newton. So force is 25 Newton. But the question is asking to find its acceleration of an object magnitude. So acceleration will now become the force by mass. So force mass is given by and the mass is given here 10 kg. So this will become 25 by 10, which is 2.5 uh, 2.5 meter per second square. So it will be two option is there for 25. We have to find the angle. So if you remember, tan theta will become y force along y axis. If you remember, divided by it will become x axis. If we'll make it a path, so this force will become tan theta will become y axis by x axis. Y axis if you taken as it is 15, so it is 15 by what the x axis is 20. So if it will cancel, it will become like 3 by 4. So theta will become simply tan inverse 3 by 4. So which is option A. So which is option A, indicating that acceleration is 2.5 meter per second square, and our theta is tan inverse 3 by 4. Okay, so we'll move to the next question. So question number 12. So it will be the question. So question is asking, saying that, so it's a Hindi form, written in the last question what we discussed. It is written in Hindi. So next question is I will go to the, so question is saying a ball of mass 0.30 kg strikes a rigid wall with a speed of 6 meter per second and reflect with the same speed. Okay. As shown in the figure, the magnitude of impulse. So you have to find the magnitude of impulse. So if you will saw, it will make an angle theta. So it has two direction. When the object is moving in this direction, so it has two component. One is its sine component, which is this one. This will become let its sine component, and this one will become its cos component. Similarly, when the object is moving out, it has also two direction. So here it is this direction, and the object is moving its this types, it is cos theta. Okay, and this will become its sine theta. So if you calculate change in momentum, so as it's moving in the same, as we know the change in momentum J equal to, or we can say impulse, which is P final minus P initial. So here P final is something mv, mv sine theta. If I take first y axis, in y axis P mv sine 60 minus, as mass is same, velocity is same, so it will be same as mv sine theta, because it is going towards down. If you take towards down is positive, so both are positive, so it will become 0. So now I just calculate for x axis. For x axis, so same, j will become p final. P final is going towards the left hand side, so it will take its negative, because the left hand is negative, so it will become like m minus mv cos 60 minus its initial velocity is going towards right hand side, so take it as positive. So minus, it take it as positive, so it will become mv sine theta. Sorry, it is cos. Sorry, we are taking in x axis, which is cos component. uh okay, yeah, yeah, it is mv cos 60. So simply if you calculate, it will become minus 2 mv cos 60. So now put the values minus 2 into, in place of m it is 0.3 kg, into velocity is given as 60, uh, 6, and cos 60, its value is, if you remember, it is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 get cancelled, it will become minus 1.8. So if we take its only magnitude, j will become its magnitude, it will point 1.8 Newton second. So which is option 3. Okay, so we'll move to the next question. Our next question is, it is written in the Hindi. If you require, just read the question by stop this video. So we will move to the next question. So next question is this one. It's saying there are 4 boxes. So 4 boxes is A, B, C, D. Here as shown in the figure, and its mass is given 5321 kg. Are in horizontal surface. Are connected by a light spring as shown in the figure. The force acting on the object, this one. So the question applied as shown in the figure. So question is saying we have to find T1, T2, T3, and last we have to calculate T2 by T3 ratio between. So now, so first, as the object is applied by the force 44 Newton, it is moving. So first find its acceleration. So force will become like m total. So what about the m? Total mass into acceleration. So acceleration will become m total kitna? So how much will be m total? So it is 5321, 53829 So m total will become 10 kg. So now, so A will become F, force is 44 by 10. So it will become 4.4 meter per second square. So which is the acceleration. Okay. So now I just say that for this one, so object is moving in this direction, T3 is this direction. So the object, the force applied on it, the moving with the force is similar as its tension. So we can say, so tension T3 will become like md, d object into its acceleration. So T3 will become like md is, as you know, it is given as 1 kg. So 1 into 4.4. So answer will become, so so it will become like 4.4 Newton. Okay, so it is 4.4 Newton. So I'm making one mistake. So if we add, it is 538 to 10 111, right? You are right. So it is, I'm making one mistake, it is 11. Okay, so it is 11 kg. So if we put here 11, so answer will become not 4.4, it is only 4 meter per second square. So here it will become 4, it will become 4 Newton. Okay, so we'll move to the okay, it will become 4 Newton. Okay, so for net to find T2, so T2 will become, whatever the total force are acting on this total object. So the force is acting in the total object is equal to its T2 according to the Newton's law. Whatever the force applied, it is will be equal and opposite. So F2 equal to this one. So I can say like MCA plus MDA. So I can say A as take as common. So MC plus MD equal to A. So I just put MC is 2 into 4 plus 1 into 4. So it is 248 plus 4 is 12 Newton. So T2 will become 12 Newton. Now, so the question is saying to find the ratio between T2 by T3. So it will become like 12 by 4, which is sorry, yeah. So it is 12 by 4, which is 3. Uh, so it is 3. So which is not matching with the option. Uh, so I think there is something wrong in the question. So we'll move to the next question. So okay, we'll discuss this one also later if it is wrong. I think the options are wrong. So we'll go to the next question. Okay, this one is our next question. So question is saying a box of mass 0.8 kg is pressed against a wall by a force of 20 Newton. As shown in the figure, the coefficient of static friction between the wall and the box is 0.5. The magnitude of net force exerted on the wall. So we have to find actually the net force acting on the wall. So we just break whatever the force is applied here. So if you calculate, if you saw the one force weight, you will act towards down. If the weight is act towards down, its frictional force will act towards up. So frictional force is acts towards up, and if it is the force is applied here, so the normal force is equal to opposite to the applied force, the normal reaction. Okay, so now what is the find out what is the net force acting on the object. Okay, so net force acting on the object we have to find. If you find this one is applied force. If you look, so applied force which is equal to the net force, or sorry, normal force acting on the object, which is 20 newton. So you can say 20 newton. Now we just calculate the frictional force Fs. So frictional force will become mu into normal force. So mu of static friction is given as 0.5. So 0.5 into 20, so which is 10 newton. So the frictional force acting on the object is 10 newton, and the weight, if we will calculate weight, so weight of mass of the object is 0.8 into its G is 10, which is the formula is mg, so it will become 8 newton. If you look here, weight is less than the frictional force, so we can say that I know the maximum static frictional force is 10 newton, the maximum. But in this case, here the frictional force is applied is only 8 newton, because to balance the object in the rest condition, if we will apply if the force is 10 newton, then the object will move towards up. So here the object is raised. It means that it indicates that that the maximum static friction applied here is 8 newton to balance the weight of the object. But what the 10 newton is indicating, that we can apply, or that object can apply maximum of to 10 newton static frictional force, right? So here the we can say the frictional force is acting on the object is 8 newton, which is upward direction, right? So two type of force here is acting on the object is neutral force is in this direction, normal force in this direction, and frictional force in this direction. So net force F, and the angle between them is 90 degree. So F net will become like normal force square plus frictional force square, which is root over. So if we calculate, normal force is 20 square plus here you can apply 8, maximum 8 square, which is 400 plus 64. So root over, which is 464 root over. So its answer is nearly equal to, so if we calculate 441 root over is 21, so I can say that it is nearly equal to 21.5 newton. So which is option D. So question number 14 is option D. So we'll move to the next question, question number 15. So question number 15 is it's in front of you. This one is its Hindi version. You can read it. Then we'll move to the next question. So next question is, okay, this one. So a boy lifts a ball of 250 gram vertically by a distance of 1.5 meter. What is the net amount of force acts work done by the boy? So question is slightly uh, tricky, we can say. That means this is the ground. The boy picked the ball in vertically up. That means he applied the force. So the boy which is standing here will apply the force here in the upward direction, so that the ball will be lifted, or ball will take off by 1.5 meter. So I can say, but in other case, uh, so now we can say work done equal to force into distance. As the object is taken vertically upward, so that means the boy must be applied minimum the force which is equal to the weight of the ball. So weight of the ball means mg. So here force will become like minimum force which I can take. So mg, the height, here the distance is taken as height. So mg, so here m is given 250 grams. So we just convert it into kg. So it will become like 250 divided by 1000. So kg. So which is, if we cancel it, it will become like 1 by 4 kg. So we just put here 1 by 4 into 10. G is given as 10. Height is 1.5. Okay. So if we will calculate it, it will calculate. So this will become like 5 2. So it will like 7.5 divided by 2, which is nearly equal to 3.75. So 3.75, and it is taken as positive because the force is also applied. Here is also another one is negative 3.75, but here we will take positive because the force is applied in the upward direction and also the object is moving in the upward direction. That means force and displacement both are in opposite, are in same direction. So here the angle will become cos theta will become 0. So theta will become 0, which is cos 0 value is 1. So I can say it is positive. Okay. So we'll move to the next question, which is question number 16. Okay. So this is our next question, question number 16. So the figure shown, actually this question is saying that different masses are loaded in the same identical spring. The spring are same, the different masses are loaded in this here. When it is 20 kg is loaded, the original spring will be go towards a 60 centimeter distance, or we can say it will be stretched by 60 centimeter from here to 60 centimeter. Similarly, from 0 to 60 centimeter. So when it is 10 kg, it will be stretched to 40 centimeter. Here the mass is not given, but the question is saying that it will be shifted to 30 gauge, 30 centimeter. So we will move to the same, apply the Hooke's formula, Hooke's law, and solve the question according to that. So when we will apply Hooke's law is saying that F equal to K into delta L, where K is a constant. So now we can say like F equal to K into L minus L naught. L naught means its original value. We'll here all the forces, we can say the forces applied in all case is weight of the object. So which is mg. I can write by one equation for first one. For first spring, so force will become like mg. Mg means 20 into the g. G is gravitational acceleration. 20 g equal to k value is not given, so it is written here, and L is given 60 centimeter. Oh, I just write here, and L naught is not given, so L naught I just write as L naught. It is, let this one is my equation 1. For second object, for this one, so I can write as like 10 into g equal to k, a whole into, similarly it is will be stretched to 40 centimeter minus L naught. It will become like equation 2. If we divide equation 2, sorry, 1 by equation 2, so if we will divide it, so like if we will divide it both side, it will g get cancelled here, k get cancelled here. It will become like 2 by 1 equal to 60 minus L naught by 40 minus L naught. So if we multiply and calculate, it will become like 60 minus L naught, it will like 80 minus 2 L naught. So 2 L naught will go to that side and this will become this side, and it will be calculated. It will be L naught equal to 20 centimeter. 20 centimeter. 20 centimeter. I just put it in equation 1 late. So if we'll put in equation 1, it will like 20. Here g value I can directly put 10 equal to k whole into 60 minus 20, so which is 40. So I can directly write 10 equal to k into 40. So here 1010 get cancel, or you can say it will become 2. So 2 will become 5. So k will become 5. So now for this one we'll solve like for this one it will become like x into, because mass is x kg, so x into g which is 10 equal to k value I have already find, k whole into L naught is L is given 30 centimeter, and L is same for all because it is identical spring. So L naught will become 20. So now we just calculate, it will be like 5 into 10. So 10 in both sides get cancelled out. So x will become 5 kg. So which is option 1. Okay. Question number 16, which is option A. If there is any doubt, then you just comment me. Write that doubt in the comment box. And if this video is helpful, just subscribe the channel and share with your friends. So this will become slightly helpful for me and to like to prepare more and more videos for you people. Okay. Okay, we will go to the next question, which is question number 17. Question number 17 is saying that a person applies a force to move a 20-gram object in a vertical plane from position A to position B along a circular track of radius 50 meter as shown. So what is the amount of work done by the person? We have to find the work done. That means the object is moving from here to here, so this will be straight line. So as we know, so the object is moving here means in the under the gravitational acceleration force, and as we know that gravitational acceleration force is conservative force. Gravitational is conservative force. What is conservative force? Conservative force means it will not depends on path, it will not um, depend on path, it will not depend, it will depend only the initial point and final point where is the object starts and where the object's motion will end. So that means the total here we will just calculate the its total distance, which is AB, as shown in the figure. It is the diameter of the circle. So I can say that work done will become like M G H, because object is moving, the force acting on the object is towards down is its weight of the object. So force here mg, and height is h, where h is the radius, or we can say diameter of the circle. So diameter circle, so it will become like 20 gram is given, so we just take it to kg, so it will divided 1000 into g is given as 10. So h is 2 times of its radius, which is 100. So 20 get cancelled, 10 get cancelled. So work will be 20 Newton meter, which is option 2. Okay. So we'll move to the next question. Our question number 18. So it is written in its Hindi form. So you just read the question. It is if it is difficult for you to understand in English. Now the next question is this one. Okay. The question is saying that the force, the a particle moving in xy plane under a variable force F equal to minus 7 3 y I cap plus 7 j cap Newton, and ij are unit vector along xy axis. The particle first taken from origin. So we'll draw the figure. So it is x y axis, it is x axis. Okay. So the object starts from origin from here. First it will move in x axis up to 50. Let this point is 50. So move from this line, and second the object move, and the second from here to object will move to another point, which is our 5 5. So object is finally reached at point 5.5. So the question is asking to find the total work done. So if you find, I have to just calculate the path. There is two path. One is this one is first path, this one is your second path. So we have to find work done in this path and then work done on this path, then add the both, will get the answer, because here the force is not conservative, the force is given one. So that's why you have to calculate manually. Okay. So work done will calculate manually for first. When the object is moving in this direction, so we just take this one will become its x axis, or we can say it's a, oh sorry, we can say it's uh, x axis force, or we can say horizontally force. So work done will become w1 will become force into displacement. So displacement as it is both are moving in the same direction, force is applied here, and I just consider force is applied in the x-axis. So that's why I take it's horizontal, because vertical, in case of vertical, when the object is moving this direction vertical, so angle will be 90 and cos 90 is 0. So I'm not taking its y direction or vertical force. Okay, so while the object is moving in the x-axis, so take its horizontal force, so it will become minus 21 y into its displacement is 5. If you calculate it, the displacement, it's 0 0 and it's 5 0, so displacement will become 5 unit. So 5 unit. Now there is one constant which is y, but in x-axis y is 0. In x-axis y is 0, so when you put it 0, so w1 will become 0. So now the question is, when the object is moving in the path 2, so w2 will become like, we'll just now take its vertical component, which is j cap. Minus 7 into 7 is minus 49. So minus 49 into its distance is 5 unit, is 5 unit. So it's 5 unit. If we multiply it, it will become like uh, minus T 45 T5 Newton, 5 Newton. With the answer actually, so, so if we'll do in the integration process, it is also same. Force will become force into displacement, integration for like force into this form g5 y axis from g 49. So take out 49, so take outside minus 14, outside minus 49 minus, so 45 minus 45 which is minus 45 which is minus, sorry, 49. So this 49, so this is same as 245 Newton. Actually, I think there is some question mistake. Yeah, if we'll take here, like it is given as 3y, if it is taken as 7x j cap, then if we'll take 7x, then here will become another quantity will come, like as it is here, x will come 1, x will come here is there, and then we'll put the value of x in the whole line is 5, because in y-axis also x is constant, so we'll take outside and multiply this 5. So we just say that uh, 245 into 5 we will multiply, here will become 1, x will come and multiply that, because in path 2, so x is always 5, because it is 5th option, 4th option. So 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 option D, if we'll take it'll slightly change it in question. Like the question, the force will become like minus 7 whole into 3y I cap plus 7x. Question will move to the next question. So question is here. So question is saying a motor delivers a minimum power of 20 kilowatt to lift a moving upward with a uniform speed of 2 meter per second. So meter per second, and the frictional force opposing the motion with 2000 Newton. If the mass of empty lift cabin is amount of load that lift can carry. Okay, the lift will move towards upward. So force is power is given as 20 kilowatt. So power formula will become, power is force into velocity. So here the force will become power by velocity 20 kilowatt means 20,000 watt divided by 1000 watt divided by 2 watt divided by while it is moving upward moving upward moving upward moving upward. Okay, and what? Okay, and the question is speed velocity reduced speed velocity force so now the actual force or we can say actual weight it will take upward. So actual or net we can say acting on its just subtract this frictional force. When we will subtract it will become like 2000 so 12,000 Newton. This is the actual force which is moving up. Now the question is saying that the object while the object is moving up it has two things. One is the only weight mass of this empty. Oh, I can say in the force there is two type upward means moving upward means it is against the gravity it is against the gravity it is which is equal to 12 which is equal to 12,000 load is m lift is given us lift is given us 800 kg. So 800 plus m load minus 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 8 8 8 800 so it is around 400 kg. So which is kg load it can take off take off. So one more question we'll discuss which is 20 number question in this video, otherwise the video will become very long. Okay, so next question and the rest question I'll discuss in the next part of this video. So now this one will become this one is a very good question. The mass 200 gram is at rest t equal to 0 when external force is applied. The object is moving with this. After 2 seconds, 4 seconds, and 6 seconds, the velocities are speeds are v1, v2, v3. Okay, then we have to find some ratios. Okay, right. So the question is saying, so if you look of the force time graph gives us momentum p final p final minus p initial change in momentum which is our ft curve area under ft curve. Okay, so now for first case 0 up to 0.2 we can say this triangle. So I have to find the area of the first one. So area will become like area. So it's lacking. Okay, area will become like half into its base is 0.2 and also height is 0.2. So 0.2 into 0.2 I can say that 0.1 so 0.1 so 0.0 0 if we will cancel it out it will like 0.00 this will become its area. So area is means final momentum minus initial momentum. So I just put m v1 because the this for here this is v1 minus m into 0 because the object is saying initially at rest. So initially at rest means when the object start here at 0 it is rest. So I'll put here this will become this one. V1 will become like this part will become 0. So m just divided by m it will be like 200 by 1000. So 2020 cancel it will become 0.2. So if I divided it into 0.2 so this will become like 0. So this is our v1. Now for v2 the object starts from 0.2 to 0.5. 4. So it is the figure is okay. So now the object starts from 0.2 to 0.4. So now we'll just similarly aim. I just take take V2 minus aim V1. So it will become like area will become 0.022 0.2 its length into height is 0.1. So breadth is 0.1. So mass we just take as common minus 2 minus V1 in place of V1 I just put 0.1. So I'll divide its mass, it will be like 0.2 into 0.1 divided by mass is 0.2, so get cancel out. 0.1 plus 0.1 which is 0.1 which is 0.1 which is 0.1 which is 0.2 meter 0.2 meter per second 2 meter per second. So if you remember, if you see the figure clearly, so now V2 will be in the downward direction, it is negative from I just take all are positive, here it is constant. So for V2 take its V2 for this one is negative, this one is negative. So I can say that the object is the object is the object is moving towards down. So I just take it as negative. So for third case, uh, uh, so for third case, so similarly, if you find its area, we'll just saw its figure its length is 0.2. So like similar case MV3. So I just take directly M common V2. It will become like area under this triangle, which is the last one. This one change, make some change. If well, if well, if well, if well, make some changes. Uh, I'll make some changes in its value. Okay, so it will be like ma minus V3 minus V2. Okay, so it will be like 0.2 into 0.2. So now minus V3 plus V2 will become like, if we'll cancel it 0.1. So 0.1 into 0.2 divided by 0.2 its mass, it will get cancelled out, it's 0.1. So this V2 will go right side and will be subtracted. So V3, which is in the minus form because it is in downward, so 0.1 minus 0.02, so which is like minus 0.1. So minus gets cancelled, so 0.1. So now find out its ratio. So what the question is asking, so question is asking to find first V2 by V1. So V2 by V1, so V2 is 0.2, V1 is 0.1, so it's 0.2. So V2, so V2, so V3 is 0.1 divided by 0.2. It is 1 by 2. The figure, we will look at the figure or options which is matching with option number 2. So this is our answer. So now I stop my video here. It will be very long video. So if it is helpful, then subscribe my channel.